Hey guys, welcome to the Ecom GT done for you FBA store presentation. On the next slide, we're going to cover what happens exactly during this webinar and what you will learn. So let's go into the next slide. So what you're going to learn firstly is how successful is Amazon and why we operate in the US only, who we are, and why you should get started with us and work with us, our success stories, the benefits of done for you stores, the challenges you face running an Amazon store yourself, but the solutions that Ecom GT can provide for you, and a recap of our done for you services and the process on how to get started and how you can leverage and start earning a monthly income from the e-commerce world. Okay, so there is something big happening right now. We're going from a brick and mortar to a click and order revolution. If you look at some examples of, say, YouTube, it's the largest entertainment company in the world, but produces no content. Uber is the largest taxi service, but owns no taxi vehicles. And we're going to show you how you can leverage Amazon's FBA warehouses, where you can turn over, have stores that turn over 6 to 7 figures a month without even owning or renting a square foot of warehouse space. Okay, and so if you can see Amazon's current sales, they're averaging more than $17 million an hour. So Amazon is literally taking over all traditional brick and mortar categories. As Bill Gates says, if your business isn't on the internet, your business will be out of business. And if you look at this staggering statistic here, it gives you a strong use case why we operate in the US. I mean, the main reason is that there are more customers in the US, and also in terms of logistics and distribution, the US is 5 years ahead of the UK market. And here you can see over 82% of households have an Amazon Prime membership. And if you go back to 2021, 50% of all online sales were from Amazon, and this is increasing on a daily basis. 150 million people accessed Amazon in September 2021 alone, and that was just in the US. So if you want to make money online, but you're not involved in this industry, you don't know what you're missing out on. This is one of the biggest opportunities of our lifetimes to make some serious money. So introducing the founders, we'll start with Grant. Grant, if you don't mind, if you can give us a bit of background about yourself.
Yeah, of course, no problem. Yeah, my background, I predominantly come from the finance world. I went into Goldman Sachs from university, and whilst in Goldman Sachs, I then formed my own consultancy business, both in investment bank, retail bank, and insurance. So that company still runs today. We put contractors into some of the major retail banks, investment banks. That has been my business for 24 years. But in the last 4 to 5 years, obviously, the world has changed. Things have moved on to when we first started in the finance world, and e-commerce is most definitely the world to be in. Okay, so Tak and I had started three to 4 years ago by buying our own Amazon store and our own Amazon dropshipping store. We weren't happy with the results, so we decided that we would learn the business and we would formulate our own e-commerce business. Okay, and that's what we've done. And from about 2 years ago, we've gone from strength to strength, having stabilized our own 2 Amazon stores, and then offered it to other clients that were interested in what we were doing and how we were making additional income as well. So the funds that come from the e-commerce world, we also have a property business. So we mix with different asset classes in terms of businesses that we run. But the predominant money today is coming from the e-commerce world, the Amazon world, because it's a huge platform, exciting platform, and somewhere where we want to be, and obviously our clients want to be as well, because we're 52 clients. And they all are making good profits. Some of them are making far more than others, depending on how much credit they've got, and they can see the opportunities like we did. So a little bit about, I guess, us and myself at that point in time. Sorry, Tak.
No problem. Thank you, Grant. And Now, just giving a bit of background about myself. I've been involved in the e-commerce industry for 20 years. This includes the first 15 years of dropshipping, working on different platforms such as eBay, Shopify, Amazon. I found Amazon to be the most profitable platform. My main passion has been in trading, such as sports trading, Forex, and crypto. I've worked at board level and helped the global rollouts of multiple blue chip IT companies. I'm also a keen investor and advocate of cryptocurrency. Also traded before in the crypto markets when the market is obviously going up. And my last project, I raised over $180 million in mining equipment and have access to a large portfolio of high net worth individuals. So that's just myself in a nutshell. But what we have here today is very exciting, and it's much bigger than ourselves. So introducing Ecom GT, we're approximately a 4-year-old company. We have a team of 200 plus highly experienced consultants with at least 7 years experience in running Amazon stores. Those are team leaders, taking them to over 6+ figure turnovers. We call ourselves the Amazon of all automation companies. So here's a client case study. This is Tony. Tony is a complete technophobe. He had no idea how any of this online stuff works. He tried various different opportunities, and he lost money. These opportunities where they give you a passive income and you don't do nothing, and they guarantee you an income, and he's lost money through that. And I said, look, Tony, one thing you got to realize is with Amazon, they're never going to turn around and steal your money, because with Amazon they pay you 14 days after a sale into your bank account, and no one can take that away from you. Not even the team, not even us who work in your store. We don't have authority over that. So what you have is a fully transparent business which is built for you from scratch, which can turn over 6 to 7 figures. Like Grant said, it's entirely up to you how you want to scale, how much money you want to put toward inventory, whether it's cash or credit, becomes entirely up to you. But it's it's a very good asset class to be on, because you're not based on the volatility of the markets or the interest rates of mortgages. Every day people are buying stuff from Amazon. That's not going to change. And as we're going towards a digital age, even more and more people are making money from e-commerce. Why not yourself? And you can see from the snapshot on the right hand side, Tony's turning over $200,000 a month. In that snapshot, you turn that money over 30 days, 225,000. This store is doing an average of profit of 20% a month. So that's 20% a month, not every quarter, every year, 20% a month profit on that. So on that margin, that's about $42,000 profit in a month from a store. So we have another client case study here. We have Jay. During the pandemic, Jay was looking for alternative source of income, ideally in e-commerce with Amazon. He paid upwards of $5,000 and various different amounts of different courses. Now the courses never tell you how hard it is to acquire these tier 1 wholesalers, because first thing they'll ask you is what's your sales record, and if you tell them no, you're starting out, they don't want to entertain that. They don't want to know. And secondly, they'll ask you how many warehouses you have and what's the square footage, and obviously you won't have one because you don't have the cost for that, and still they won't entertain that. And so with all this in place, we have warehouses as well, which our clients can use. We have a sales record of over 4 years. We already have big manufacturers and wholesale distributors on board, with the likes of Nike, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, to say a few. So with our existing database, as soon as clients join us, we plug our product range into our portfolio of wholesale suppliers. So our team will be able to source products from these wholesale suppliers and manufacturers from day one. So you can see on this right-hand side here, the snapshot of JSTOR, and last 30-day snapshot shows $146,000 turnover, 20% profit on that. It's roughly over $28,000 profit in a month. So why are our clients so successful? The most important thing is, I'd like to say that's not on there. This is not a course. There's nothing required for you to do. You don't have to list anything, deal with customer service or anything like that. The only thing you need to make sure is that you have cash flow or credit to buy stock, and our team can utilize that to buy inventory for you. on your behalf. And also just check the health of your store, which we'll show you. We'll educate you, show you how everything works. You don't have to worry about that. So our team find the most profitable and trending products. We have proprietary software which we built up over 4 years. Using business intelligence, we can pick out what's trending or what's profitable, and we want to get you profitable products which are fast moving. And we handle the entire process from start to finish, from ordering the product from a supplier to the end customer enjoying the product. We have over 30 years experience in e-commerce. We have a proven track record of clients who are already making good profits, and we know exactly what we're doing. So a few myths about Amazon. So let me just explain something to you first. So some keywords: FBA. FBA means fulfilled by Amazon. So what happens is you can send items or products to the Amazon warehouse, and they'll ship the items to the end customer on your behalf. So 50% of the work is done for you. The hardest 50% is finding those products, building those relationships with those suppliers who supply those products, and that's all taken care of by us. So is Amazon saturated? And the answer is no, it never will be. There's more and more products, more ranges coming out as we speak. If you look at the vegan range 5 years ago to what it is now, there's so many products out there. There's so many products out there. It's a lot easier nowadays to be a vegan. Another thing is, do I have to be a US citizen to sell on Amazon? Absolutely not. We put you in touch with a accountancy firm that's based in the UK. They'll help you get set up with an LLC, get you an EIN number so you're tax compliant, help you get resale certificates so you can sell in the US and be fully compliant. In terms of how much time will it take on a weekly basis, when you first start off, probably an hour a week. And as your store gets busier, as your store gets turning over higher volume, probably about 3 to 4 hours per week, just checking the health of your store. Nothing major, probably a lot less, but end of the day, like I said before, the more the store turns over, the more you'll spend time. And another barrier people feel that affects them from getting started is technical skills. Do you need to know SEO? Do you need to know any development languages? Answer is no. In terms of listing optimization, everything else is conducted by an experienced and fully trained team. So let's just go over the wholesale done for you store. So what we'll do is we build you a profitable Amazon store. We fill it with staff. You have 4 staff from day one. You have a project manager who oversees everything, is the manager, making sure that the rest of the staff are doing well. Then you have 2 dedicated product resources. We're sourcing our catalog and our database of products which are available, and they'll be also listing them. Then you have an account manager who's constantly opening up new wholesale and manufacturer accounts. The account manager also deals with customer service and any other issues as well. So you have 4 dedicated staff from day one. And as your store increases in revenue, turns over more volume, gets more profits, we increase the store staff members. So you'll have, it can go from 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 over the period of months and years. And the most important thing, you'll have an experienced team that's running your store, and we'll be connecting you to our database and our portfolio of wholesale suppliers and manufacturers, where the team will be selecting profitable products to buy and send to your Amazon store. So the main thing about this, guys, is rest assured is you don't have to worry about suspensions that you have of drop shipping. Drop shipping tends to be from other retailers such as Walmart, and you can't buy a large quantity because it's a retailer. And Amazon don't like items being received by customers from other other retail competitors. So that's why a lot of drop shippers get suspended, and it's not the right business model for Amazon, unfortunately. So we provide suspension cover just in case Amazon is curious and they just want to verify that you're following all the procedures, because we follow everything, and we follow Amazon's terms and conditions very carefully. We believe in longevity rather than cutting corners. We build your business organically. Our team will get you out of any suspensions because we provide invoices or the right information, and Amazon will reinstate your account very, very quickly. Now, in terms of the risk, like I said before, we don't drop ship, we don't cut corners, we don't pay for feedback, we don't do anything like that. Everything is done organically and everything is built over time. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, unfortunately, this isn't for you. This is the business that we build over time, a real business, something that you can, rely on in 5 years, something you rely on in a year or 10 years, it's going to be there. So in terms of profitability, you're looking at really a 15 to 20%. You change that figure there before the profit split. So you're looking at 15 to 20% on a monthly basis. So how does this process work? So you don't have to know the ins and outs of it, and have a headache and guess how things work and everything else. Everything is done by our team. But we just want to show you how the business works, because after all, it is your business after all. So we buy cheaply from our database of wholesale suppliers. Products get sent to a prep center. It could be our warehouse, if it's nearby, and we repackage everything with your branding, with the LLC, and then they get sent to Amazon warehouse, and it sells on Amazon for a higher price, and you simply make the profits afterwards. It's as simple as that, guys. That circle, so this cycle gets bigger as months go by. So the first month, we'd probably spend 1,500 to 2,500 in inventory. Month 2, 3,500. Month 3, 4,500, and it builds and it scales slowly. So in terms of, who are we looking for? We're looking for people who are keen to earn, and action takers, who want to walk the talk, who want to diversify, who want to add that e-commerce string to their bow in terms of a diverse portfolio. Now, and entrepreneurs who want to capitalize in this $1 trillion e-com boom. So let's look at the top 7 challenges people face while running their own store. The first and foremost is setting up the store properly to meet Amazon's strict guidelines and requirements. It's not easy as it was before now to set up Amazon store. Amazon are very picky, and even so, you do get approved within 2-3 weeks. They ask for further questions. Finding profitable and trending products to sell. This is probably one of the hardest parts, because you're competing with other sellers. It's not easy. You probably use a mainstream software. Guess what? Everyone else has access to it. Whereas with our proprietary software, only our team has access to that. Competing with established sellers and brands. Now, these guys have been operating for months and years, so they have relationship with manufacturers and wholesalers, which they can get items a lot more discounted, and they can compete more competitively at prices. So it's not easy. Managing customer service, refunds and returns, that could be a full-time job if you're doing volume. So if someone just starting off and do it themselves, they'll find that it's very time consuming, and I'm sure you'd rather spend money on income generating activities such as buying items and generating sales. Another aspect is scaling the business to reach high monthly turnovers. Once you have a variety of inventory, in your stock in your Amazon warehouse, to scale it, it's almost like you're juggling many plates. So you do need to, recruit and have staff as something which we'll talk about later. Managing inventory levels and avoiding stockouts. Last thing you want to do is, once you get the buy box, which is a top position for that particular product, is to get sold out. Doing all the hard work, because it's very hard to monitor different products at all time while building a stock, building your store, speaking to wholesalers and suppliers. Another big objective is probably the hardest, in my opinion, is finding reliable and good wholesale suppliers to source products from. As I said before, the barrier is quite high. There's a lot of a lot of requirements from these suppliers, and the approval rate is very low with good quality wholesale suppliers. So let's overcome this objection. So with Ecom GT, how do we help you get set up properly and meet Amazon strict guidelines, not only once you get set up, but also whilst your business is running? Well, with us, we'll provide you step-by-step guidance on running your FB store, getting set up, and we guarantee you approval of your store, right? We guarantee you approval with us, with our team, to get you started and also up and running. So in terms of finding profitable and trending products, we have our proprietary software, which we built over 4 years to source that, and also on a weekly basis, we're adding additional manufacturers and wholesalers to give more choice and more variety for our client stores. In terms of competing with established sellers and brands, we've been in this industry, this market, for a very long time. So we have established relationship with wholesale suppliers. So newbies can compete with them because we offer our pricing and our bulk discount to new stores as well who get started with us. In terms of managing customer service, like I said before, when you first start off, you have a dedicated team of 4, and that grows as revenue increases. So our team will manage all the support, customer service, and refunds. You don't have to worry about any of that. In terms of scaling the business to higher amounts, we can introduce you to invoice financing companies that can offer you more credit after a 6 to 7 month period once you achieve the sales volumes, and that could obviously increase the profits for your stores. And managing inventory levels and avoiding stockouts. Our team have set up inventory alerts from our software, and they have a threshold of a minimum, and once that's reached, our software will automatically order that for you. So I think this is the most important point: finding reliable and good wholesale suppliers. Like I mentioned before, we have a tier 1 supplier database. We've built relationships over four years, and it's not easy to get accepted. So you can leverage this, and from day one, our team will be able to source products from these suppliers. So just going over who this is for. People are tired of working the 9 to 5. People, you deserve more, tired of scam after scam, want a real legitimate, transparent business, and want to add something passive to their portfolio of asset classes. So let's look at the McDonald's franchise. We'll skip the Subway franchise for now. If you wanted to get started with the McDonald's franchise, it can cost you an upwards of $2.2 million. Now, not everyone has that lying around, firstly, and thirdly, you're going to need a lot more money in terms of turning over a profit, because for the first 3 years, apparently it'll take, you won't be in profit, take you 3 years to break even. But that's maybe in the market 10 years ago now. You have fast food delivery apps like Just Eat, Deliveroo, Uber Eats, and McDonald's can't compete as effectively as it was before because of the new online digital eateries. So you're probably asking, how much does it cost? I want to get a store, but how much does it cost? What does it entail? So let's look at the 2 packages that we have. So we have 2 packages here. We have the gold and we have the platinum package. So the gold package is $25,000. The platinum package is $50,000. Now, you don't have to pay the money up front. What we do is the next step is, for those who are interested, we'll put a link on the global chat, and we'll email this to you as well. For a form, you just need to fill out the form, and I can schedule a 1-to-1 call with Grant and myself and our team leader, and we can show you some live stores so you can see the sales, the inventory that's on there, an idea of the growth of how the stores are performing. And then once you're happy with that and you want to go forward, we send you a contract, you e-sign it, and then we take the deposit, and then we get you started and start building a journey for you to make some good money with e-commerce. So with the gold package, there's the requirement of a 30,000 credit line to buy stock, buy inventory on a separate basis. This could be cash, it could be credit card. It's entirely up to you. With the gold package, it's a slightly more aggressive build, so it's a 50,000 credit line required. But you don't need the full amount of credit line available. This is your estimated credit line that you need over a period of a year. So you can start off with $10,000 and build your credit line. Now, as your store progresses and increases turnover month after month. Month 12, we'll be looking at turning over $50,000. And if you're on the 50-50 split, that's producing a profit of $5,000 a month. And that'll increase month on month. But as Grant mentioned before, afterwards, it's entirely up to you. You tell us how much you've got for stock, how much you've got for inventory, and we'll build on that for you. Let's go on the perks of the gold account. So with the gold account, we guarantee you Amazon approval and get you set up on Amazon Seller Central. You have full account protection for the life of your account. Any suspensions will overturn that for you very quickly. And also the most important thing is the access to network of top tier suppliers, and also inventory automation. So we'll make sure that you never have, you never sell out, you're never out of stock. If you have something that's selling profitable and selling well and you're number one rank for it, that's your gold mine. And we don't want to, we don't want to stop that gold mine from paying out. In terms of supply automation, you will consistently be adding on, new suppliers, and product automation, which is very fundamental to the success. Your product resources will be constantly scouring through our database, finding these profitable products, and then listing them for you and ordering it on your behalf. And the profit split of this is 50% to you, 50% to us at the end of the month. This doesn't go into our bank account, nor can we take this from Amazon. They'll pay that directly into your bank account. Then we'll send you an invoice at the end of the month for our share, which is 50%. Now, from our 50%, we pay the staff, the 4 staff members that start off initially. That comes from all our 50% office costs and everything else. That comes from our 50%. For the first 3 months, profits are very low, so that the staff will need a salary, which will be covered from us. Now, the 50K package has everything gold package has, but on top of that, we have a company website, so you can apply for manufacturers, and we do something called brand approvals, where we try and get you approved by brands. So it's almost like you become a wholesale supplier. And the most important thing is the profit split, which is 60-40 in your favor. So at the end of the month, when we invoice you, the profits 60% you keep, 40% goes to us, and again, from that 40% we pay the staff's wages, utility bills, and office costs. And remember, when you first start off, you start with 14 members, and after a while we grow. Some of the stores will show you has over 30 team members. And you'll also have a dedicated Amazon specialist, be available to answer all your queries at all times. But with the gold package, Grant and myself and our main team leader, Midas, is on the WhatsApp for you anyway, so you will have that support from both packages anyway. Now, I'm just going to show you some snapshots of a few of our stores here. So this store here is approximately 6 months old, and this store, I believe, is doing 20% profit, and it's turned over $16,000 in the first month. Remember, guys, we build this gradually. You see month 6, month 7, month 8, the sales will be increasing as we go on, and it's ordered over 994 products, an average sale of $19. Now you can see this store here has done slightly less sales. Same again for the month of April. And this is a 5-month-old store, I believe. It's done 12,000. It's en route to do $16,000, $20,000 for the month of May. And here we've got another store, same time period, April of this year. This has done over $790,000 and 20% profit. You're looking at, to round everything up, around about 80,000. No, you're looking at roughly $150,000 plus profit for this store in a month. Now this store is not 5 months, 6 months. It's not even a year-old store. This store is roughly about 3 years old. So we want to show you the different journeys, the different age of the store and everything else. And once you go past the 12-month mark, it's entirely up to you. So this client has a credit line of probably $1 million plus. That's why they're able to scale it to this amount. So after a certain point, after 12 months plus, it's entirely up to you how far you want to grow. It's like an ISA account, which pays you very little. I mean, an ISA account pays you very little, obviously. This is substantially more, but with an ISA account, the more you put in, the more money you come out, just like this Amazon store. The more money you put in, the more money you come out, and obviously it's on a monthly basis, not annually. So if you want results like this, then you can apply for a call, a free call, completely free, with the co-founders, Grant, and myself. So these are the 3 steps, just to recap. We do the paperwork and application process with you. Then you get approved seller status on Amazon, which is guaranteed. We put you in touch with the right accountancy services, so you have a properly set up company and you're structured for maximum profit in the US. Once your store is set up, our team finds the best product for you. We manage the entire process: sales, customer service, refunds, and day-to-day management. And we'll also introduce you to invoice financing if you want to scale your store. So we will work with you just like a business partnership to achieve those 6- and 7-figure monthly turnovers. So if you want to know more, we're going to send you a link. You can click on that link, and then it will give you a form. You just need to fill that form out, and we'll get in touch with you relatively very quick. We can show you live stores, give you a better understanding, because I understand this is new for many people. So remember, guys, this is a business partnership, so your success is our success. We make money when you do. We're committed to making this work for you. So guys, so thank you very much for your time.